Hello, welcome to Nothing But Football. First thing I want to do, I want my apology right now.
So the 1 in 15 goal is what you want? The 1 in 15 goal.
I want my apology.
Are you going to be the guy that banged 110?
I told you he did it.
Are you going to be the guy that banged the 110 and talk it about for the rest of your life?
Now you're guessing the others. The ones you pulled out.
I just saw 3 goals.
In the break, you pulled out.
And one of them was through the middle.
1 out of 3. You said the last.
The last 10 games.
Okay, sharp. You guys act like I'm not petty enough to watch the last 10 games.
In the last 10 games, you said it's probably 1 goal that's through the middle in the last 10 games.
Most probably.
And I gave you 2 scenarios where I said in 3 games they've done it twice.
Okay, you know something now. I'm not gonna argue you guys with anymore. Man.
I said
fuck Pep football. Fuck Pep football.
I don't care about your
You guys enjoy it.
I don't care about your
I was wrong about the last game, but it's not gonna change the way I feel about Pep football. Finish.
I said
let's not argue about it.
I don't care about your closing remarks. What I want is my apology.
There's no apology because I don't like Pep football. Imagine me sleeping with the 10 and apologizing.
I'm just saying. I don't.
No, enjoy your Pep football. Leave me out of it.
Keep your sentiments and your soliloquies and your little wrap-up stories, your think pieces. I just want my apology because I told you what happened and you said I'm lying. So
I didn't say you were lying again.
You said it was from the wing and I showed you.
Yeah, but I didn't say you're lying. Don't put words in my mouth.
Can I get my apology?
Apology for I didn't call you a liar.
Can I get my apology?
No.
Let's keep it moving. Can you give me you were right?
You were right for the 3rd goal. Now let's keep it moving.
That's all I want. I don't care. I was right. Give me depths though.
Ah, wait.
I beat this guy. I beat you though.
If you say so.
How does that feel?
If you say so.
In 3rd place on the league currently is Leeds. They've collected the first one. It was a win against Wolves, 2-1. Draw against Southampton, 2-2. And 3-0 against Chelsea. So I thought we're not going to talk for too long. Let me start with you, King Don.
Impressed by the defense?
From Leeds' point of view. I mean, Jesse Marsh, we kind of, when he was first put up as coach for Leeds, we respected his history. But I guess we were a little bit prejudiced because he is American. So we thought, what does he know? Any second thoughts about his form now that we've actually kind of seen? I mean, he's even had to sell some big name players.
True.
And it looks like nothing happened. Like he's back where he never left. I'd even argue that he's making Rodrigo remember from Valencia. So any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think for me Marcelo Bielsa's team scored goals, but they conceded just as many. You know what I mean? They used to have 5-4s, 4-3s, whatever's all the time. So it's less goals conceded under Jesse Marsh, right? And also put some respect on his name. You know that Red Bull football group has been good.
Yeah,
has been doing good things, and that's where he comes out of, right?
He comes from Salzburg.
Yeah. So yeah, well done to them.
Because the 2 players he signed. Well, I'm not sure about Aronson, but I know Tyler Adams came from that setup. So he was touted to be one of the next
big things.
Yeah, one of the next big things. Uncle Curtis, from your point of view, defeating Chelsea 3-0.
I thought Chelsea had the best youngsters in the country, not the world. Get out of here with those bum ass niggas. I've been telling you about those frauds, Chelsea. Now they're busy crying about refs. On the real though, I could care less about Chelsea.
What you get.
There was shit under Lampard. There was shit on the manager before Lampard. They got a lucky break with Tuchel. Won the Champions League. That was a Roberto Di Matteo season, basically.
Interesting.
Basically, it was. Because it's the same players. And now that the euphoria of a good manager is gone. I'm not saying Di Matteo was a good manager, by the way. I'm just saying the euphoria of a good manager and Tuchel is gone. They have the same squad. They have the same problems. Mount is not good enough. Aspilicueta is too old. They signed another old centre-back in Koulibaly. Got a red card on the weekend. Who's the other centre-back?
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva is too old. Who's the left back?
Cucurella.
Cucurella got fleeced by Brighton at that price tag. Nah. Now we're going to midfield. Sterling is a good player, and you can see by the runs he makes. Nah.
I think
the players are not technically good enough to spot his runs.
Most of the goal scoring opportunities came from him. I think he had a goal ruled out.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Then the other wing is
That was ruled out.
Clean finish.
The other what? Sorry?
the other wing.
Ziyech.
Ziyech, good player, chose the wrong club to play at. Right?
Quite a shame, actually.
Best way I can put it, man. If any team has got Ruben Loftus-Cheek starting a game for them, that Instagram model, you are not a top 4 club.
Why did the poor guy get shots for no reason? I'd actually
Because he's a model, he's a full-time model, part-time footballer.
in all fairness, I'd actually argue, I wouldn't say we can put the loss solely in his hands.
No, I'm not saying it's solely in his hands. I'm saying he's not a good enough player for a top 4 club finishing clar.
I'd argue he's had quite a decent run for the first 3 games.
You see, when you say decent run for a top 4 club,
No,
On that one, I actually agree with Uncle Curtis.
if you say decent,
No,
if you are using the word decent for a
Not
top 4 club,
No,
you
listen.
are not good. You didn't say one game was I had a decent run. Dog, that's like saying I had a decent run sleeping with 6. Nigga, you just did your job. That's all that happened over there.
Yeah, no, but I'd actually argue, from Chelsea's point of view, first goal came from a mistake.
Because the players are not good enough.
Yeah,
Is
no.
Mendy not good enough? It was Mendy's mistake.
Yeah, no, but for me, I genuinely think that they took a gamble in the midfield. Because you had Jorginho as your CDM. I'll put it in inverted commas. Conor Gallagher as your
8.
your 8. And then Ruben Loftus-Cheek would be your 6.
Remember back in the
So
day,
for
nah?
me, I'd be like, that's a bit...
Remember back in the day, now? You know players like Jorginho. You know who they'll be back in the days?
Who?
They met Leticia. You should be nowhere near a top 4 club.
Never.
Jorginho.
He's top 4.
He's
He's
not.
definitely top 4
He's
quality. Jorginho is world
He's
class.
not. He gets found out by
Well, maybe he's getting old now, but Jorginho
But-
is world class for me.
No,
No,
but he gets found out by other players each time. It's like remember when I kept on saying, why is this man being spoken about Ballon d'Or? He's not even the best club player at either club or country.
I would argue...
I'm not
think
fighting
he-
for his Ballon d'Or.
No.
I'm not fighting for his Ballon d'Or.
I would
I'm saying
argue-
What I'm
world
saying is, as a
would argue
midfielder,
this-
you can't. Fine, sorry. Let me let you finish your point.
That's why I said I would argue that this guy's a holding midfielder instead of a CDM. They're playing him at a CDM role in this formation. That's
So he's
already...
a holding midfielder. Okay, man.
I'd say he's
He's
more
that
of a-
deep lying playmaker.
Yes, he's the guy who...
That Frankie de Jong keep the ball ticking.
Okay,
get
let me
the
put it
passes
this way,
around.
man. If I put an all-time Premier League 11,
Of course he's not going to be there.
wait, I'm not done. Jorginho won't make it up until the 5th team.
Who in the league today would?
I don't know yet.
So why are you killing him for something no one else?
Yeah, no,
Who
but...
in the league? Tell me, mention other. I'm just talking about Jorginho. I'm not thinking about the other players.
Sure, Rodri,
I'm not sure yet.
Fabinho.
Fabinho, yes.
Fabinho would make an all-time greatest
I
Premier
said
League.
the
what?
first 5. I didn't say the first 11. I said it'll be 11 number 1, 11 number 2, 11 number 3,
sure.
11 number 4, 11 number 5.
Okay, who
Jorginho wouldn't make 11 number 5 to me.
Fabinho.
would.
Not Fabinho, Jorginho wouldn't make
No,
11 number
I'm
5.
saying...
No,
I'd say... Okay, I'm looking at guys who think...
because we're saying his peers, yeah.
Gilberto would chow him. Makelele would chow him.
Keane.
Hey? Roy
Keane,
Keane
Vieira.
would chow him. I'm trying to think of... Vieira would chow him. That's 4 already.
Didi Hamann.
I'd even argue Fernandinho would chow him.
Yep.
But again,
no, but-
you're not making a good point for Jorginho yet.
But that's what I'm saying. No.
No,
I get your point, but I'm just saying that, yeah, Fabinho...
We're saying you're judging him to an all-time
Yes.
standard. He's as good as the people around him. Is what
Yes.
you're saying.
I'm
It's
fighting.
terrible.
No, my thing is I'm fighting the point that Lucas is fighting, that not many players in this day and age would make that list.
Yeah, but
because he's far from finished.
Yeah, but Jorginho's not a good player. He's a good player, but he ain't great.
Another player that I actually want to talk about, who I think is the true villain in this Chelsea side, Kai Havertz. I genuinely do believe. I don't know what this guy's doing in the squad still.
Hey man, if you got ripped off for Pepe, I don't know what Kai Havertz did at
No,
Chelsea.
because now Kai Havertz is the main striker. I'll put it in air quotes. Now that Timo Werner's gone, now he has to step up because it doesn't look like they will sign a striker.
You know what I put down with Kai Havertz? What the
Yeah,
problem is? He joined a club that doesn't suit his type of football. It's as simple as that. It was a wrong decision in the wrong time in his career. Just like Timo Werner when he went to Chelsea. Just like Lukaku when he went to Chelsea. Some players will just not fit into a certain type of style of football that suits that specific clubs. Remember when Chelsea were free-flowing? Scoring football club. Before they started winning trophies. Right? They were just a club that was always there and thereabout. They weren't great.
Yeah.
They were just there and thereabout.
Yeah.
What did they do to start winning? They started because even when they got the money, they bought the flair players, and then they brought Mourinho, and Mourinho is like, we're not going to win anything with these guys. Bring me Drogba, bring me this guy, bring me hard-working midfielders, and we'll win something. And that's the DNA of Chelsea to win things, right? It's like United are only ever going to start winning things again when they have wingers bombing forward and crossing. Right?
Now, I was actually curious to check now because two of the players who Chelsea have let go, for me, I think are actually doing better. I think Werner's already scored twice.
And Lukaku's playing better in Inter Milan already.
Yes.
It's just wrong style of football. Sometimes you need to stop looking, is this club winning? And you need to start looking at, hey, yo, man, but when I watch this team play, do they suit the way that I play?
Yeah,
Right?
I think
And we've seen this throughout the history.
2 appearances, 1 goal for Werner. I think it's the same with Lukaku. Players who weren't scoring, who went.
And I'm not even gonna put this at a Chelsea club level thing. You could go through many clubs, where they were playing at a certain club, it didn't work out. Went to another club, it worked out. Diego Forlan. Madrid have always been a defensively minded football team. It worked out for him there because defensively minded, but then he gets more time on the ball because he's the target man or some shit like that. Right? Giuseppe Rossi just never quite worked out at United.
Injuries, yeah.
You know? But you could never fault talent level. Nah? He goes to Villarreal, it works out. Who's another player? Perfect example was Julio Baptiste. That man came to Arsenal. That man looked like he couldn't play football. He just didn't look like he couldn't play football. At every other club, he looked decent. You get what I'm saying? There's plenty of players you can look at them. Fernando Torres, perfect example. At Liverpool, world beater. Atletico, world beater. He touched Chelsea Football Club. That man looked terrible. From season 1, we were like, where is Torres from last season? That was ripping up defenses.
Look,
In all fairness,
These
Torres,
players need
in all fairness with Torres, once he cut his hair and dyed his hair black, while he was still at Liverpool, it was late for him. So he was already on the decline.
So look, I think these things can be revisionist, right? It didn't work out, and that's obviously why it didn't work out, and things like that. But for me, Chelsea finished 3rd last season. They had a very good defense last season. That defense has broken up a bit, right? Rudiger's gone. Okay, who else was a starter that's gone? Rudiger's gone, and there's one more. That was a starter. Christian wasn't a starter. They played.
Alonso was going.
Yeah. So they fundamentally changed it up there. They weren't scoring goals last season. You know what I mean? So to throw Timo Werner's name up, I get you, but I mean, he was there 3 years, 4 years. You know, it's good.
but I'm just crying. It's
Man, I think Chelsea.
my overall
I
point.
think
They'll be fine.
I think they'll
Oh,
do.
they'll be
They were
fine.
relying on a 30 whatever year old last year. He's a year older now.
I think Chelsea just needs from my point of view, I genuinely think they just need an experienced striker.
No, they need a striker who's Selfless.
Hey?
We need a striker who's selfless.
This is why I was getting into that point, because Chelsea's looking into signing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
And it'll be another bad transfer.
I genuinely don't think so. I actually think he's an old striker. He knows how to score goals. It actually could work out.
Name me the last Chelsea striker to hit 20 goals this season.
I'm not saying that it's going to be prolific, but I'm saying
But what I'm
it
saying
will work
is,
out.
no, what I'm saying to you in general is, Chelsea, if it's not a strong hold-up man, the strikers never have a good time.
No, I think they've changed.
History has proven that to me.
Lukaku was there, strong hold-up man. They've changed the
But
gameplay.
Lukaku's not a strong hold-up man.
Not a hold-up man.
He's not a hold-up man. That man
They
can't
had-
trap the ball for shit.
They had Giroud, strong hold-up guy.
And he didn't have the
Did
greatest
well.
time.
He did well.
He did decent. He didn't have the greatest time.
He did well the time.
As a striker, dog, I need you 20 goals from you a season.
But what age was Giroud?
He was
30.
gang old.
Exactly. That's
but
why
I hear
I'm
you.
saying the only thing that will work out at Chelsea right now.
You
is
know why I
having
say
an
that?
experienced striker to play.
Okay, let me put it this way. Aubameyang is going to go there, nah? Chelsea don't create a lot of chances. They don't. Nah? Aubameyang is going to go there. He's going to need 5 chances to put away 1 goal. He's going to get there and get 3 chances. Just like at Arsenal, he's going to get frustrated and then he's going to look like a shit player. He never was a shit player. It's just that you need more chances to put them away. He needs to play for a team like that. And then generally with strikers who are good at hold-up play and good at interlink and team play and stuff like that, right? They take less chances because they know they're not that good at striking. But when they take their chance, they know they're going to score.
So I get what you're saying, and I half agree, right? That hold up play. If you have that striker, it's so that you maximize the talent of somebody else, right? So the immediate answer is Drogba, right?
You
Drogba
have
hold
no
up.
etiquette. You have no etiquette.
Drogba would hold up for Damien Duff, for Iron Robin. For
We'll
whatever.
take one once you're done talking. I literally was pouring it because I was going to say, you know what? We at some point in the episode, let's maybe have a shot to liven up the lost kicks. Get some argument
I got to
going.
took it already.
Yeah, that's why I said he has no etiquette.
Bottoms up. By the way, that's Chelsea.
Yeah, I was going to leave it there because we're not going to touch on Chelsea since we've spoken about it. In 4th place right now is Tottenham Hotspurs. They went up against 4-1. They went up against
Southampton.
That thing's burning me. Tottenham versus Southampton, that was 4-1. A draw with Chelsea 2-0. And 1-0 recently against Wolverhampton. From their team's point of view, I mean, we were making all those predictions. I think Tottenham was the team that we thought, okay, these guys are signing in the right areas. Let me start.
No,
with
not
you,
me.
Uncle
I
Chris.
never said that.
No, I said.
Please.
Okay, then give your thoughts on Tottenham. How do you think they're shaping up so far?
Shaping up. None of those teams are hard besides Chelsea. Wolves' game was a good 1-0 win. But when I watch Tottenham play, there's nothing that I'm afraid about this season. I know again, when they come up against a top 6 team, they're going to look at Perisic and be like, this is an old man. We're just going to run him ragged. They have Højbjerg and Basuma. Basuma's going to be good in that role, but he's coming off the bench as well, so he's not up to speed to the way that Conte wants him to play. Kane is always going to be Kane. He's going to score. Son is going to be Son. He's going to score. Richarlison, we're yet to see anything great from him.
Shame. I've actually thought
Overall, Romero looks like he's going to get a couple of red cards this season. He should have got a red card this past game.
Yeah, that was a rubbish call with the Chelsea draw. That was that game actually was meant to. Well, it was
Chelsea
2-1.
was supposed to win that game. Cool.
Chelsea were 2-1 up, and then, I think they took a corner, and then in that process of them taking a corner, they pulled Cucurella's hair. Romero pulled Cucurella's hair, and it was. I think they did a VAR check and deemed that everything is fine.
And then Mike Dean came back
Yes,
two games because he was the VAR ref, and he was like,
Yes. He
after
came up-
consulting with other refs and looking at and I'm like, mate, you had a couple of decisions. Do you see how long they take?
He admitted to he said he maybe made a mistake.
And I'm like, this is supposed to be
No,
the
he
most
basi-
experienced ref.
He basically
I respect him for coming out.
No, he
and saying-
basically came out and said, okay, as VAR, we are not supposed to interfere. But in that time, I should have told him, you need to go check the monitor. That was his word.
It's just consistent with what a terrible ref to me he's been his whole career.
Yeah.
I don't have respect for him.
I completely agree with you. I think he's always been a terrible ref. But I will give him props, even though this is the first time he's done it. I will give him props that at least he had the decency to apologize.
I'm not going to give him props for anything, dog.
You're not going to give props for apologizing.
No.
Yeah. To me,
it's because of public pressure.
To me, I think the standard of English refereeing, I think we've said it before. So to me, he wasn't the greatest ref, but he wasn't worse than his peers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I don't hate on Mike Dean. I
hate on him, though.
So I'll still give him respect because
there's no respect for me, though.
For me, if
I hear to say you made a mistake.
If I hear that Mike Dean is well, does he officiate for everyone? Or he's the guy who oversees everything?
He's VAR. He's in the VAR room.
Yes.
He's in the VAR room, yeah.
All right. I'm not quite sure what that means, as in, like, does he...
He's still better than the other VARs.
No, in all fairness, he is. But if they're saying that Mike Dean is watching over my game, I will not feel, as confident as if, I'm in a Champions League game and then they call out someone else I've never heard about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but either way, that's how I view it. They made that mistake. So even there, Liverpool, Tottenham shouldn't be on those amount of points.
For me, to tell you the truth, they
shouldn't. Like, it was a wrong call. You're getting lucky calls in game 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spotlight is on you now.
They literally moved from 4th to 6th then.
Nah.
Yeah. Look, for me,
okay, yeah, fair. 5.
For me, the Spurs team and I properly watched them against Wolves and kept up with them in the other games. But I think they're a difficult team to beat. I think they're a difficult team to beat. They've strengthened the squad. I think they'll be in the running for top 4s and that kind of thing. I think it's a very strong squad. I think it's
No, for
me, they're in the running because other teams will be terrible.
Disappointed by Son.
For me, they're in the running because they're good.
Disappointed by Son. Son normally is the one who carries them like out of the slump. We know Harry Kane.
Slump.
Hey?
Slump.
I'll describe what I mean by that. Harry Kane historically only starts scoring around September. Like first couple of games he normally struggles and then he just hits the road running. This is normally Son's time. The fact that Son hasn't caught fire yet is a little bit concerning, I'd say.
But that's also.
But I guess now that they have Richarlison, that could also work out for them as well.
Yeah, but that's also I'll give them props, right? Because if that can happen and you still get points, that's what every other team is doing, barring Mo Salah, who scores the whole season.
That's exactly what I was going to say as well. The fact that they've managed to pull this off, for me, I find it to be a bit impressive.
Barring Mo
2
Salah,
wins and a draw is
who scores from first to last.
Yeah, 2 wins and a draw is impressive. Then we've got 5th, Brighton, Hove and Albion. I'm not going to go.
I'm not talking about that team.
Not going to talk about them that much. They chowed you guys 4-1. 2-1. 6th, Newcastle United. 7th, Fulham. 8th, Brentford. 9.
We're talking about my man Patrick Vieira.
Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira. We'll stop there. Then that's fine. From a Patrick Vieira's point of view, I'll make my first comments. I love how black that team is. That's my second team for me.
Make football black again.
Yes. No, I won't lie.
I think it's a good thing. He lost to Arsenal. He drew to Man City.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Or somebody else?
No, Liverpool.
He drew to Liverpool
and won against Aston Villa.
That's a good run of form. I need a black manager to be successful. The only reason I'm stopping there, I need a black manager to be successful in the Premier League. I'm happy. If this guy can make Europa League, I'm good. He's got youngsters and young black youngsters. I'm happy.
No, I must say, because I guess the worry was in the beginning that when he was trying to, make his team, Crystal Palace, I think, was probably one of the oldest squads in the league.
So that man inherited a decimated squad.
No, and I think he's done a good job with it.
Well, we can move on to the next team.
Yeah, 10th,
I think
Nottingham.
the jury's still out for me on Crystal Palace, though. For this season.
I think
There's,
if
there's
they-
things I like, but that midfield does not move the ball, hey?
Yeah.
If they play long, they'll kill it. But
No,
in the midfield, I worry about them. After Gallagher.
Okay, no.
Because Gallagher was scoring goals and doing things for them in the midfield. Yeah.
I think for me, Eze is gonna have to step up this season. He's gonna have to
But
have
he's
a
wide,
big,
isn't he?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
Eze
yeah,
is in the midfield.
Central.
Yeah. No, he plays close to Zaha, if memory serves me correct.
okay.
So he's a left center. It's a left center mid. I don't know who else plays in that structure, but it should be interesting. I mean, they can still sign.
Yeah, they can. It's still a good team. Like I said, for me, if they bypass the midfield, they'll do well. If they try to rely on passing through the midfield, for me, they don't have the players for it.
Yeah, true.
But I think against Arsenal in the first game, he realized that first half Arsenal blitzed them.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the first half, they started going long. That to me is a coach that's reading the game properly.
Yes.
That's saying, hey guys, don't play them
working
where
out
they're
here.
beating you. Hit long. Go. Try something different. So I like that variation. So I like what's his name as a coach, Vieira as a coach. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. 11th place, Southampton. 12th place, Chelsea. 13th place, Aston Villa. Magical number 14. Oh, wow. You guys were at the bottom. No. Now the jokes have turned. Magical number 14 is Manchester United.
Hey.
15th, Bournemouth. 16th, Liverpool. 17th, close to their rivals, is Everton. 18th, Wolves. 19th, Leicester City. And 20th, West Ham United. So from this, I think I'm going to pick 3 teams that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about, let's first start off with Manchester United. Let me just see how much time we've got. Let's start with Manchester United. So, I mean, the first 2 games all looked all doom and gloom. And then it at least came around now with the win against Liverpool.
They beat Liverpool 4-0 in pre-season. So
No, but that was pre-season. And in that 4-0, it was against the youngsters. Most of the youngsters, they were giving Elliott, Carvalho.
Elliott played again.
Yeah,
Elliott
no.
played again. There was no Thiago. There was no Nunez. Van Dijk was there.
That was his fault.
Yeah, the Van Dijk was there. Who else was missing?
No, but like,
From their starting 11, Thiago.
They played James Milner and Jordan Henderson. That's where they lost the game.
Jordan Henderson's their captain. He plays a lot of game. I can't say
No,
that's
I said
that's a
they played
weak 11 with him.
I said they played both of them in midfield.
Oh, sure.
That's why they lost the game. I haven't seen those two play together in midfield in years. Maybe Milner might be at left back because he's filling up. But those two, if you have Jordan Henderson and Milner in midfield and Harvey Elliott is the other player, who the fuck?
yeah, I know.
Nah.
So you're giving it to the injuries.
United played very, very, very well. I'm not going to take that away from them. Now, they played very, very well. Intensity from the first minute. I saw when Lisandro Martinez was out there trying to start fights with Salah, that they were up for a fight today. Né? But that midfield of Henderson, Milner, Elliott, that's not winning against any top 4 team.
Okay.
In this day and age. Maybe 4 years ago.
For me, I have to agree with you. I'm not a Liverpool supporter, so I don't know
especially while the new front 3 is finding their feet.
I don't know
without
what's
money.
From my point of view, I don't know what's going on with Liverpool because
Injuries.
No. I want to actually open up here.
But Fabinho is fit, eh? Fabinho is on the bench. It's
Yes.
tactical. That wasn't he's carrying a knock, nothing.
I was going to say that as well. It looks like Keita's also injured. Yeah, most of the... Yeah, I'm looking at the bench. This is quite...
Giorgio Wijnaldum, and I forgot the other midfielder that was decent.
Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago. They missed those players.
No, Thiago's still here.
He's
Are you
injured.
saying sold guys?
No. That's in general, the players that...
Oh, those
Giorgio
That would have started in the midfield.
That would have started. Giorgio, he was sold, but Thiago in general just wasn't playing.
No, I look at it as well. Like, I don't know what.
And again, I'm not taking anything away from United.
No, I
They
really
deserve
don't
that
know.
win.
I don't know what Klopp is thinking, because I'm looking at this bench and thinking to myself, you need to sign players. If you are honest, if you're realistically thinking you're going to compete for Champions League, then this is quite stupid for me that they haven't signed more players. It's what, Darwin Nunez is the only signing?
But I think they have that many players out.
Bruh, that's not the point. I'm saying with players who will come back, I'll count them on my hand. It'll be Keita, it'll be Thiago, it'll be
Darwin,
Jota, it'll be Jota.
Did we say Thiago?
Yeah,
didn't
we
say
said
Thiago.
Thiago. We
Okay.
did. 4 guys.
That's 4 guys in midfield.
That's literally 4 guys coming back into the setup.
Chamberlain.
You really gonna count Chamberlain?
Come on, dog. Chamberlain.
It's better than Milner in midfield.
No, never.
it is.
Never.
No.
I'll pick
Attacking
Milner.
wise, yes.
I'll pick Milner
They
all
have
day over
Attacking
that
wise,
guy.
yes.
They have
I'll
Fabio
pick Milner
Carvalho. They literally have Fabio
Yeah,
Carvalho.
but he came from the championship. I never took him seriously.
Bruh, you were telling me about how impressed you were by his play.
No, that was not me.
Okay,
I never spoke about that.
Curtis Jones.
that might have been Lucas. Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones. Well, I never spoke about Fabio.
Curtis Jones injured.
Because
Yeah.
I know I'm a premium hater, dog, and he came from the championship, so I came in straight with hate.
Yeah, that sounds more like you, actually. I was gonna say, that was the conversation between me and Lucas. I was saying he was impressed by Fabio Carvalho's little stint. But in all honesty, like, there's about 5 or 6 players who are injured. And so I'm looking at this bench
That
and
changes
saying,
how it looks. Things,
Huh?
man.
yeah, like, I genuinely do believe maybe 1 or 2 signings for Liverpool. I'm curious as to why they haven't signed anyone after letting go of players.
Because Elliot and Carvalho. That's why you need to give them a season to play their way into it. You can rely on the next season. A signing kills their progress.
Kills one of the 2, yeah. Minimum.
So I actually respect Klopp for blooding youngsters.
No, to tell you the truth, I feel as though Fabio Carvalho can still afford to be not necessarily benched, but he can afford to be a cameo showing.
Which he definitely will be, right? When those 5 come back. I mean, he benched this game and those 5 were out.
No, that's why I'm saying that Harvey Elliott, okay, he wouldn't normally start, but he is getting starting games.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Harvey Elliott played terribly.
He can play.
No,
It's
but
just touches.
Oh,
he's
no.
not up to speed.
I do agree, but if you're playing timer in there, what's the point of playing timer? James Milner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's James Milner and
Diamond
George.
didn't have a bad game.
That's not my point. He didn't do anything spectacular.
Okay, I guess
that's why I'm saying, like, dude, you can have average games are for the kids. If you're a timer, you're supposed to be changing shit in there. So that's why I'm saying you're wasting spots by putting timer in there.
There's a
I
reason.
fundamentally disagree with that because Timer was good enough. He didn't let anyone down.
He didn't make anyone proud either.
Yeah.
Who would have? Okay, yes, the players that normally start ahead
No,
of
I
him.
mean
sharp,
that's what I
but
said. Curtis was mentioning Jordan Henderson is your average player, if you get me. As in, like, he's not gonna let you down. So you can't have 2 guys already filling up those spaces and then
You can't have 2 average players in the midfield.
chucking in a youngster like Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott is supposed to be like, this is basically supposed to be a game for Harvey Elliott where they say, you know what, bruh, there's no pressure on you. Do what you got to do. And then maybe he has a good game. Now he's playing with timers and there's pressure to put up a brilliant game. So that's what I'm saying.
Maybe technically Klopp just got it wrong. Maybe Fabinho should have been there.
Yeah, no, he must sign, dude.
Look. I think in terms of how the game played out, right? And I'll say this from a Man United perspective, right? In United's first 2 games, Brighton and thingy. Everyone knows now United's going to press heavy under this new manager. Brighton plays the ball from the back. They didn't even. They just went long. They said, we know you're going to press us. We're not going to give you a chance. Hit it long, whatever. Liverpool actually did try to play the game from the back. Play the ball from the back. And they got pressed the life out of them.
No, but this is what...
Trent was getting shown by Elanga.
No, because it's fresh young energy, though. This is why they were saying it. I think they asked Rooney for some odd reason, what he would do coaching wise in this game. And Rooney's point was like, listen, for this game, I would actually bench Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's just a shame because Ronaldo is old, and I would start Rashford and the youngsters because this game just needs energy.
Yeah, Rooney said that before he lost 6-0 with DC, but yeah.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. I found it ironic that he's worried more about United than he is about his team. But it did work out for you guys. Yeah. Energy is the way forward.
In this
I think, no, that wraps up Liverpool. Are we going to shame them, I guess, for being at this position in the league?
No, I wouldn't.
I think it's just unlucky with injuries.
Yeah, it's
the
price.
It's a bit of form also because, I mean, they didn't really end last season well and they've started the season in the same way. I think they said they've conceded the first goal in the last 7-8 games. Obviously, that also overlaps the last season.
Nah, for me, I was going to argue that.
But did you not see how Grootman was going to Van Dijk after the Sancho goal?
Dog. It didn't make any difference, bro.
Eh?
I'm saying Grootman must behave, dog.
Grootman was right, dog.
No, bro. I understand what you're saying. Yes, he called out Van Dijk. But, bro, for me, he didn't really play a part, bro. He really didn't. I genuinely believe that in these situations, old guys like this should be making the game easier for the youngsters.
But he was going at Van Dijk. Van Dijk's not a youngster.
Okay, no, fair. Okay, from that point of view, he did the leadership role.
Because if you Van Dijk effed up terribly on that goal. He's blocking the goalkeeper's view. That one lasher, the goalkeeper's diving this way because you can't see around this Dutchman.
No, I'm laughing as well because I think that's the price you pay for being at the top.
True, every mistake is the worst thing in the world.
Not that.
What you mean?
I'm saying that's the price you pay for being the team at the top.
What is? Sorry, then.
What's happening to Liverpool now? Them drawing against Fulham, them drawing against Crystal Palace, and losing to United. That's the price you pay for being the top team. Everyone is going to say,
"Oh, sure."
When they meet you, they're going to make sure we need to beat these guys.
Sure, I get you. Yeah,
it's 3 seasons.
Yeah, because I mean that Fulham game, opening game of the season, Fulham was at it, bro.
I actually need to go through the thing.
3 seasons of second place.
Yeah,
3 seasons of
not.
Top. It's not the top.
It's towards the top.
It's towards. Thank you. No, it was towards the top. Top. When you say at the top, it sounds like you were saying for 3 seasons they won the league.
So for
they won one.
Okay,
league.
Wait, but for 4 seasons, can we not argue they've been in the
in the
race in Europe for 4 seasons?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The word top
that's
is
different
in the
wording. I'm
description.
not going to argue that. That's
The
different
word
wording.
top is in the description. They've been in the top 2.
I mean, even last season when they lost against Madrid, they were touted as the favourites.
Okay, again, I'm not arguing that. When you say at the top, it's different than to say in the running. 2 very different things.
But it's the same thing. I can argue. Well, the same applies to City.
Fuck it. Head on the blocks. Predictions or short? Prediction or short?
Prediction for what?
Anything. Top 4. There's 3 games, guys. Put your head on the block. None of this. It's too early to tell. If it's too early to tell, take a shot, dog. Who's your top 4?
No, I'll take that one over there. Thank you. Thank you. I'm taking the shot.
For me, realistically, I think that Arsenal will make top 4.
Yeah.
Just purely by the way they're starting things. If they can just
Arsenal top 4, maybe top 3. Arsenal top 3.
I think if they're having rumors of us trying to sign Pedro Neto, that's a no. I don't agree with that signing.
So unnecessary.
Yes. No, they want 50 million for him.
But he's a wide player.
Hey?
Smith Rowe's on your bench. Wasn't he the second coming of fucking
Smith Rowe is
Ray Paul or something? Oh, you fantastic English guys.
No, but since Pepe's going, they need another,
I think it's still a nice
a guy on the left.
Still unnecessary.
On the right, sorry.
But I can see why Arteta would want him. He's hardworking.
It's unnecessary.
Good player.
Listen, for me, yes. But I'd personally not want him. Because I feel as though you
better
can
than Pepe.
Hey?
He's better than Pepe.
Fuck off.
For me.
Dog, his goal tally was pretty similar to Pepe's.
Lower than Pepe's.
I agree there. I don't think he'll outscore Pepe.
Yeah.
But he'll do more relevant things in a game.
No,
than
don't
Pepe.
get
I
me
don't
wrong.
think
He
so,
is young. But like, if I was going for someone, like, you go for, I think even give Marquinhos a chance.
Oh,
Our
the new
youngster.
signing guy.
Yeah, a new youngster. He's actually been playing quite well for under 21s. If you like, he's a guy you can take chances with, like, you know, in Europe and say, throw him in there and say, okay, let's try you out.
So both of you saying Arsenal top 4? Okay, who else in the top 4?
Right.
Right. You both said Arsenal top 4, no? Okay. Well.
I think City,
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Both agree? City? Okay.
Yeah.
Potion says
No Spurs.
Mr. Post says Tottenham.
No Spurs.
I think City.
Wait, give me your last one. So that's Arsenal,
hold
City,
on.
Tottenham.
No. Hold on. I think it'll be, I won't name like full prediction, but I'll say City.
Yeah, right now.
Yes.
Or
City,
whatever, you know what I
Tottenham.
mean? City, Tottenham.
Liverpool, Arsenal.
Sure. Uncle Curtis?
Arsenal.
Oh, you're going to name, not take the shot. Okay. Arsenal?
City.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Why are you whispering?
I'm saying it though. I'm saying it.
Don't whisper.
Liverpool.
One more. Arsenal, City, Liverpool. One more. Spurs, United. Who's there? Spurs, United,
United or Chelsea?
Chelsea.
United.
Pick one. Pick one or take a shot, man.
let me give United.
Okay, sure.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Let me give United.
For me, City, Liverpool, I'll give it to Arsenal. Injuries aside, they should make it, and Spurs.
All right.
I think Spurs will finish 6th.
Similar situation. All right. Yeah, I guess we've touched on the league and done a good catch up. So I think we can leave it there.
Can I just make one more statement? Barca's players are playing, aren't they? They registered. Remember what we were saying last week?
Besides
They always pull a rabbit out the hat, dog.
Besides
Jules
Kunde.
Koundé.
Eh?
Jules Kunde.
Besides Jules Koundé this week, he'll be playing before the window closes.
So I think we're done there. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us for another episode of Nothing But Football. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back with more episodes. And for now, we shall leave you. And I love you, I guess.
Panda.
I'm assuming that's your end remarks.
I get broads in Pitori.
Yes.
I get bronze.
King Don, any closing remarks before
Away.
All right.
Trust in the coach. Trust in what's his name, Ten Hag.
Ten Hag.
Every way from Centurion to Mami Lodi.
I agree. That's what I was gonna say. What's his name? I think Martinez will do well this season. The short guy.
If he plays next to Varane. Sure.
Yes, if he plays next to Varane. If they bring back Maguire next
Please bring back Maguire. Bring back Maguire.
If they bring back Maguire next week, I'm going to have I'm going to laugh.
I don't mind. Bring back Maguire. I just don't think him and Martinez suit each other.
All right.
Right now.
All right. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Cheers.